Button. This is good, yeah. All right. Put this one down like this.
No, I think it's good, it's good.
There and there.
Okay, Norbert, how are you today?
I'm well. I'm grateful to the Creator that they've given us a few hours of time together.
Yes.
And I like your attitude. Basically, you have the same values that I cherish. And we try to make the world a better place for the time that we have here.
Yes.
Love is the key. Yeah.
Yes.
We are all interconnected. And we
Norbert,
must live like that.
do you want to come back to this world again?
I must come back because I have still something to do here.
Such as?
Make the world a better place. Help others to learn to see that we are all connected.
I see.
That we have to help each other, love each other, care for it. This is what is the opportunity. This is a university for the spirit here. And we have the opportunity to come closer. And when Jesus says, me, I and the Father am one, the Buddha says, ultimately we become one with the universe. Same thing.
Yeah.
And that's until we can conquer our emotions, we are not free. Yeah? We are only part of this bit. We become more as we are loving, become more of the totality.
Yes.
In other words, we are God and we're rediscovering the whole that we are really God. We are on the way of discovering that we are God. In us there is God. But as we live now, we are separated by our attitude that we're not fully God. We're part of it.
That's
But
true.
we're getting better as we go on. As we love more, we become God.
Yes. So next lifetime, what do you want to do here?
I want to be a person who heals other people and also who teaches somehow the interconnection of life and that we have to be in harmony with nature and life and that we have to live less what they call consume, because we are consuming too much. Reduce the consume, have more focus on being together with nature and values that are loving, of a loving kind.
Yeah.
So not this consumerism. We don't even gonna need cars and all this modern stuff. We can live, even if it's a primitive society. If you can sit somewhere in peace and meditate, this is already there is your connection. As long as you have sleep and enough food, you don't need more, except you need an interaction with the people around you. And if you can make that in harmony, like some tribes have done this in the past. Yeah? So we need to rediscover these qualities, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
Not aeroplanes and all this high technology. It seems to get us in a way further away from what I call God, from nature. And now it's self-destructive now, you know that. The water is contaminated, this and that. So we know we've reached a peak, and now we're going to self-destruction mode. And that finds in the blood, you can read it, that there are so many chemicals in us, and it's predictable that not too long there's infertility ruling us. At the moment it's half voluntarily because of economic situation and psychological attitude. Women feel insecure, they want to make their own career, but it's also chemical. And then comes the environment crash down on us. It starts this year.
Yeah.
Or has started before. But the bigger event, like we had in San Francisco, is an example. 8.2 in a mega city. You got to read up on it because,
Yes.
unfortunately, you probably haven't seen the latest news.
Yes.
It's horrible.
How about what do you like after you come back next lifetime? Do you want to have children?
If I have a right partner, I'd be willing to have one child or two. And as long as we have the same attitude, and if we train this child also to be good and helpful, or become a doctor or something that helps the community, yes, I would do it.
But what if, Norbert, what if you're unlucky and you came into in a country which is a very
Muslim-like.
like male dominant, and you are the woman this time?
But the hardest test is to live in a Sharia law to live in a country where the hijab has to be pulled over you all the time and you get whipped when you don't. That's Iran.
Yeah. So what would you do if you incarnate as a woman in such country?
Well, I hope that I have teachers that teach me these rules of compassion and love.
And would you still want to have kids as a woman?
I would, but yes, I would. I would still, despite the difficulty. This is the thing. What you are afraid of, you attract, because that's your challenge. And I have already made my mind up, the worst that can happen to me is that I'm born as a woman in a Muslim country. Not in, like, say, harmless Muslim country, like Indonesia or so. But Iran is going to be, say, finished. But there's still Saudi Arabia. That's also.
But you know, even beyond Muslim countries, like there are so many tribes that we don't even know, like in Africa or some other.
But they're getting better now, but they were fighting with each other.
Yeah, like we are not even aware of that. There must be even more challenging places in the world that we haven't discovered yet.
Although this is regarded to be the hardest planet, the biggest university test for the spirit is here. Because so multiple difficulties. There are other planets where it's not as rough as here. So here is the place. You're lucky you be here. I'm lucky to be here, because if you get through it without hatred and anger in the end of our life, you've done well.
How about if you were to come as a homosexual in a Muslim country?
Like marvelous marble. I should not judge homosexuals today, because one day I may be the one. I must not judge. Hello. So I can't judge. It would be unfair to judge others on homosexuality. Who knows in my next life that I may be homosexual? Who knows? So I must be considerate to other people's being. And therefore also I shouldn't be judging people. They can't help that they're Muslims. They can't help. I would say it's the worst religion, but they...
No, don't say that, Norbert, please.
Exactly, I can't say that. To me it is.
You know, I was born in a Muslim country.
But it's good that you mentioned that how sensitive this issue is.
Of course.
Therefore, I must not provoke others.
You know, if my mom was here, she would punch you in the face.
I expect that. I expect nothing less than the anger. If I say, let's go and burn the Quran for fire.
No.
Well, this is the thing.
Even, look, without my mother, I would be against this. Why would you do that?
Well, but people have been burning. They came in, burnt the Bible, and you know what happened?
And this is, you know, not only for Quran. I think this is disrespect to any religion. Like, I wouldn't like anyone to burn Bible, or I wouldn't like anyone to burn Buddhist mantras, those books, the sutras.
I'm only against those Muslims that are killing you when you are an apostate. This is Saudi Arabia.
No, like, don't say the country. I think even in Saudi Arabia there must be many great
there
people.
Are Christians coming up. They're coming up, whether they wanted it or not, and because the king had asked for more tolerance now. So something good is happening. And there is now a conversion taking place. A lot of people leave this Islam religion now.
But you know, they are not converting into Christianity. They convert into some other religions like Baha'i or some.
In Iran, there's different religions. The Farsi or what they call them, I don't know. Farsi.
No, like there are a lot of religions in the Middle East. Like in the past, there were some religions like Zerdusht. I don't know. Like there is one prophet of that religion. I forgot the religion's name. The prophet's name is Zerdusht, and they believe in fire. And some of the religions in the past, they were pagans, like they were believing many gods, like the god of moon, the god of sun.
Well, as long as they're not cutting your throat because you're an apostate in the family, I don't mind them. But once they start doing that, that's the end of me. I don't want them.
Yes. But I think, Norbert, I doubt that you would want a kids if you were to born as a woman in a Muslim or some other
it's very hard.
Extreme countries.
In a Muslim country, if possible, go undercover somewhere. It's
Can you imagine you are a woman in a Muslim country and you are the fourth wife?
That's my worst fear, that I will be reincarnated and have the hijab on every day and all this. and then getting married at
And-
9 years of age. Or,
And then you have 3 more wives married with your husband.
yeah, share them. But
Yeah.
I heard that from 9 years
Would you
old-
like to share your husband with other women?
Well, if he is rich enough, I would. That's
What
quite
kind of
good.
a woman you are? You're ashamed of woman
Yeah,
femininity.
if he is a rich guy, as long as he leaves me alone, and then gives me the riches that he shares, I wouldn't mind. But not,
But what if he used you like a whore, like make you do all those sexual
there's
fantasies?
the problem. Therefore,
Would you like to do that?
No.
You see?
Therefore, I'm afraid of being born in a Muslim country.
Not only Muslim countries, in every country, even in Europe, there are some men, they give you money and they want you to do all this fantasy stuff. And would you like to do that just for the sake of money?
No, I can't do that. There was an interesting case I watched recently on VPM. A woman billionaire, she pretended to be a wheelchair person.
Okay,
And she advertised for men.
okay.
And the mother of certain men tried to matchmake him with her. And the first thing this woman said to him, are you willing to write this marriage contract, that you are not wanting, if there came a divorce, not wanting any of her money? And he signed up for it. He said, I accept that. Because he had one child and he was so poor now, he didn't have enough for money. He said to her, honestly, I'm doing that also because I want to get my child through. He said it to her. It's not that I want your money, but I want enough money to get my child through. And eventually it worked out. They got married, and at the wedding, she went off her wheelchair and stood up. He got a bit of a shock. He didn't know that she was not crippled. He accepted her condition like that. That was a test, and it passed the test, and he agreed.
Wow.
And so this is an example, very interesting example. If I had the power, or were in this woman position, I think she did a very good thing by
Yeah.
testing this man, because all the other men wanted her wealth, and she had to find a way of making herself look that she was handicapped.
So what should I do? What should I do to find the right person for me?
Pray to what I call God, and be humbled and say, may your will be done, but I'm willing to serve others, I'm willing to have a family if need to be.
But Norbert, now I feel like you see all the demography of the world, like nobody wants to have a kids because of the economical crisis and everything. Right now I also have the same fear. I just feel like I don't want to have kids.
But if the opportunity is there and the husband can provide for you and you can have
But
enough,
what if husband leaves me someday?
it's not likely to happen if he has religious values.
Yeah.
If he has a spiritual value like Buddhism or, I don't know, Muslim values, whether they're genuine, I don't know. If he has good values, then, and you see it the way he helps others.
Yeah.
A person who helps others, he cares for others, he is more likely to be loyal.
Yeah.
Does your former husband do this and help others?
No.
Your former friend, your former boyfriend?
No.
Well, there's a warning sign there.
Yes.
Does he drink alcohol?
I think yes.
Does he smoke?
No.
No, that's
I'm not
already-
sure. Like
that's
maybe he
good.
does. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but alcohol and all this, does he gamble, do war? That's good. Then,
I'm
so
not
it's not
sure.
that bad then.
Yeah.
But they're the signs. Yeah? The way he looks after his parents is one sign. Yeah. If he is good to them, there is something good.
Yeah, but you know, not everyone is lucky with the parents. Like I come from a very toxic.
Mother, father, your father.
Yeah. So it's not really everyone is lucky when it's come to parents.
But you look after your mother as best
Yes.
as you can.
Yes.
So that is an indication that you care for others.
Yeah, of course.
This is what you have to read when you go into friendship with somebody else. How good is he to his parents? I mean, there may be the case when the father has left his wife and all that, but if he is good to this mother that's left over, that's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he that type of person? And that's what you got to look for.
Yeah. Right.
If not, you're better off alone.
That's
You don't
true.
find that.
That's true.
Therefore, I think in Christian churches, in some Christians, you may find the right guy, maybe even a Buddhist place, I can't judge Muslims. I can't judge. I know only that if a Muslim is there only to get that ticket to heaven and has the fear of Allah to go to DU, to hell, that's not good enough.
Yeah, but not only Muslims. I think every religious people.
Christians too. They want that ticket to heaven.
Yeah.
Especially Christians are tuned for that. And they give them the fear of God and the reward for heaven. That's not right.
But there are also genuine people. Like they do it not because of the ticket to heaven.
They're the ones you're after.
Yeah.
You want them, the ones that are really for others. Yeah?
Yes.
That's your sign. If you find somebody, don't ignore it.
If you find somebody, tell me. I will marry.
It's all right when they are good and when they have a purpose and want to help others and want to make the world a better place. That's okay.
Yeah.
But it's not all about me all the time.
Yeah.
We look collectively. Why are we here for? We have opportunities. And use this opportunity. Make the world a better place if you can. That's what matters.
That's true.
If we're here only for a short while, I mean, I might live, according to this fortune, I live to 100. Okay, if I live to 100, I'll be very busy helping others. That's why I do the English corners.
Yeah.
I teach English or German for free because I think in that process, I can, by my own life experience, I tell them something about Baum.
No, but there's something at here, clean. Okay, it's gone.
It's gone.
Teach
I
you.
want to teach him the experience in my life has taught me what really matters. Yeah?
Yes.
And how everyone you meet is a teacher and pupil to you.
Yes.
We grow together. And therefore, even Putin, as evil as he may be, or Hitler, they're testing millions of people with their faith. Yeah? And they have a purpose in this time. Without that, you couldn't make progress. Yeah? So I'm not there to judge Putin and hate him. I don't like what he is doing. I would tell him, quite frankly, you've done enough, you've tested enough, stop now. He will. You find in a few weeks' time he's a goner. Yeah, because the world is then changing.
Yes.
When spring comes, the war will be finished, and there will be a change going on in the world.
Let's see. Let's wait and see.
I think it will be a change.
Yeah.